Hey, what is up, guys? This is Big99 Gamer. Sorry if I sound a little bit off. I'm kind of catching the flu or whatever it is I'm catching, but whatever. I wanted to bring you guys my thoughts and impressions on the Star Wars Battlefront beta review. The Star Wars Battlefront beta. This is one of my most anticipated games of 2015. I'm so excited. I will be getting this game. But you know, let's get away from that. I want to talk about the beta because I don't have much time. So. Star Wars Battlefront Beta includes 3 game types. You have the survival co-op missions, which is only up to 4 players. Now, only up to 2 players, and that's kind of my problem already. I wish it was up to 4 players. It would add a little bit more of a team. I understand 2 players. It's really cool that they added the whole split screen mechanic. I really love that. You know, still have this on the couch. There's still a demographic for people who like just going to other people's houses and just playing a little bit of split screen. Like, there's just gonna bash on Halo a little bit. Halo 5 is not having split screen, but I understand the reasons why. Still disappointing, but let's go back to Star Wars. So they have survival missions on Tatooine. Fight endless waves of, or not endless, you fight a couple of waves of stormtroopers as rebels. You unlock power-ups as you go along, survive as long as you can. It's a really fun game type. I had a lot of fun with it. It was cool just playing with my brother and getting to see how the next generation of Star Wars Battlefront, considering that we were both huge fans of the original Star Wars Battlefront. So the other game type is the 40-player Walker Assault mode. Now this mode is completely epic. It is explosive all around. It is really cool. Rebels have to activate some uplinks to get a couple of A-wings to destroy the Walker. Empire to do whatever it takes to stop them from doing it. Really fun, a lot of fast-paced action. That's what the whole game overall. It's really fun. You get to play as heroes, Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, depending on what faction you're playing as. Excuse me. It's a lot of fun playing as the hero. Really glad they brought that back from Battlefront 2. It was one of the funnest parts. Granted, they were one of the most overpowered parts of the game, but still, you're a Jedi. So they did nerf them a bit here, but I don't know how I think about that. It can go both ways. I just need a little bit more practice with them, which you saw with one of the videos I uploaded at The Last Stand. But regardless, just need practice, and you'll start getting a bunch of streaks like this. But it's really fun playing as the heroes, Darth Vader. Darth Vader is a little bit harder to find through power-ups, and Luke, yeah, that's the thing, you had to find power-ups to unlock these. Not really skill-based like it was in Battlefront 2, where whoever was performing the best in the game would get the opportunity to play as him. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because it could be like just anybody can pick it up, and they don't give you the option to drop power-ups, which kind of is a bad thing, depending on like if you already have a power-up place, you can't pick up the other one, and if you're running against time, especially when other people are beating you to the power-up, it can be very disappointing when you don't actually get it. So that's my there's a lot of things with the ship battles that I wanted to get onto that like I'm not a really big fan. Like, it's really fast-paced, it's really fun. Just not a big fan of the ships. I don't know what it is to me, honestly. Just like, it seems the only strategy that everybody's taking is going full kamikaze and just crashing ships into people, looking for a couple of kills there. But that's what makes it more explosive, I guess. It's a lot of fun just running around. Next thing you know, you're watching a TIE fighter just crash right in front of you. It's pretty funny. It's a lot of good moments like that. So the third game type they let you try out is Drop Zone, and Drop Zone is it's kind of like King of the Hill or Rush, I believe was the comparison that is more accurate. Rush from Battlefield, where you just gotta capture a couple of points. Where it starts off when drop pod drops in, both teams have to go battle it, get out for it, 8 versus 8, that kind of thing, and whoever gets to the pod first, you have to activate it. You get a couple of power-ups from that, and so if a battle goes on for too long over one of those pods, another one will drop in, which kind of keeps the strategy. Like, do you want to stay defending this pod, or you want to go send off a couple of guys to go get the next pod? But nobody communicates in this kind of game. Disappointing, but it doesn't really feel like a communication-based game anyway. But it's still a fun game type. It's really fast-paced, and that's just the whole way of the game overall. So a couple of things I wanted to note. There are a few bugs and glitches, considering this is a beta. It's a little bit concerning me. There's a couple of things that went wrong day one with the beta. With the servers, EA servers have been infamous for being not what they should be, just crashing and being horrible. Something they really gotta touch on there. That's concerning me, considering the game is a couple of weeks away. But other than that, there's a really big topic I want to touch on. Huge problem right away. Well, not right away. It took me a little bit of time to realize this, but the weapons, there's a couple of weapons they let you use in the game, which is totally fine and all, whatever. You get to unlock a couple of things using star cards. The weapons, they give you statistics for each weapon. One weapon does more damage than others, of course, longer distance. Just one problem is that it's very unbalanced and the information feels inaccurate at a lot of times. There are times where it feels like the weapon that should be doing the least amount of damage does the most amount of damage at the range where it's supposed to be the weakest. Like, I believe the DLT-19 is the name, is like the weakest gun in the game according to stats, but when I have a drop on a guy with the most powerful weapon available in the beta, I have the drop on him already, nailing 3 shots on him. He turns around and one-shots me when I'm at full health. It seems very off. So that's a huge thing they need to fix. A lot of weapon imbalances, and a lot of the star cards seem a bit unfair per se. Like, you can combine a jump pack with a personal shield, which I guess is kind of using what you have to your advantage, and the whole purpose of unlocking them in the first place. Just feels like there's a couple of things they need to fix in terms of balancing issues with the weapons and what you can unlock and can't unlock. So that's how I feel about that. They need to fix that because it makes the game feel a bit more, it makes it feel unfair at times that you're just being taken out immediately. The game is a little bit too much, like 2 shots you're dead. Like, that's totally fine, it keeps it authentic and everything, but other than the fact that the game is gorgeous, by the way, running at 60 frames and the authentic sound, which I'm just going to make a little short nod to that because that's just great. But overall, the game has some tweaks. It's a beta, there's a couple of weeks away. That concerns me, but I'm sure they can fix it in time. So this is my review. Thank you guys for watching.